pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Executive session.
Make a motion, we go into executive session, discuss legal matter for MRSA Title I, Chapter 13, Section 456E.
Motion and second.
Second now.
Discussion. All in favor?
Scott.
Vote. I believe we're going to the other room.
Yeah, I'll get you set up in the conference room so we can use the conference room.
Okay, this.
I would bring it for your notes. Scott, then Floyd.
Shall we return? Vote. Adjustments to the agenda.
I have nothing, sir.
Public comment. You, Lois, you're the only one.
No, I didn't see anything falling apart, so.
Business items, 6.1 dangerous property.
All right, so 6.1, the board is asked to, given discussions about 260 King Street, the board is asked whether or not they want to set a public hearing on this matter. And
Make
it's
a motion to a public hearing.
for January 8th, 2024.
That's the time I was thinking.
The 18th.
18th, excuse me, 18th. Sorry about that.
At 6 o'clock.
Yep, January 18th at 6 p.m.
Motion and second. Discussion. All those in favor? Vote. You need to include a vote on doing title search.
And we'll have the town attorney get started on the title search as well as the other supporting documents.
Right. Sounds good. 6.2, approve and sign a municipal valuation return.
So Donna provided me with, the assessing agent provided me with this earlier today. This is the annual MVR, and it is marked in there when it goes around. I'll grab that from Wendy to accept and sign it.
So moved. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? Let's vote. Sharon motion,
Yes.
Colby second.
Thank
Keep up.
you. No, I second.
Stop.
She
My bad.
Now you can tell
They
me.
sound alike.
I'm like, what did I say?
Scotty, S and S.
Could have said one of the Jacksons.
Do we have,
Oh, we're not signing now, we're gonna sign when we sign.
you can sign them now if you want to.
No, we can do it with
Yeah, I
that.
just figured you want to do them all in a pile.
Well, that leads us to department head report. Mr. Kingston.
Yes, sir. So before you, you'll see what looks a lot more friendlier to the eyes on the Excel spreadsheet themselves. Adam was gracious enough to print them out on this lovely 3 or 4 pages. The list of violations itself, of course I started this probably around, I think it was August when I actually started it. You'll see some of the initiation dates of when I sent a notice. Notice dates at the top, and then the deadlines, those usually are the 30 days. I don't know if anyone's had a chance to really review these yet. This is, as I get around to updating it, as I'm able to, I usually input additions, sometimes deletions if the information's void. You'll see the 260 King Street item, which is the second one from the top. I include the fees, lawyer fees, mailing. I haven't included a lot of the lawyer fees, but that engineer report is that big number on the right there. We're gonna be looking to get that back if this all comes out through the state law, so. But all the other ones are basically just mailing fees. I've had a lot of these notices kicked back because address issues, or the owners just don't care to check their mail, or they know what's coming, so they just act like they're not notified, so. But we're kind of taking the big issue head on first, and instead of just piling a bunch of these on all at once, I kind of want to tackle the big ones first. It's a long process, as you can see, so they're a work in progress, and they'll continue to be a work in progress until we finalize the individual issues.
Have you been, I noticed 25 Kylie names on there. Have you been inside that building?
That, I haven't actually been inside, only at the door step. That's another issue with notifying the owner. I get frustration calls from the neighbor constantly about it, and we air our frustrations in the fact that because I can't notify the owner, I would say that one's almost the next one on the chopping block if we're going to attack another one after this current one, because it's been such a long-standing issue. But that, if we did a title search on that, we've actually tried working with our lawyer. They gave me an address, I sent them notice, and it came back at address undeliverable. And so that's a Utah address. So they've got a lot more people that share one zip code like we do with Otis Field, so it's pretty difficult to zero in on that. But we'll probably have to hire a lawyer just to get a proper address again. And even then, I'm not sure we'll even get a notice to them.
Well, then the alternative is the publication.
Yeah, doing the three week, yeah.
If that's what you have to do, that's what we have to do.
Yeah, that's junkyard though, so as far as dangerous building, I'd have to get in there and,
Well, just be prepared to be inside. 'Cause
Yeah.
We've been there numerous times on EMS calls and that.
Somebody
place.
listening?
if you have a report of that, speaking to the conditions,
Good evening.
that's my shoe into the door. I can work with that.
I'm sure it's been noted multiple times in
Yeah,
reports that it's just.
yeah, you can forward me the report. If it was recent, I can work with that.
I can't wait, probably have
Then in,
somebody at the department.
they
do
just
it for you.
think that.
Okay,
Just,
I'll check with Sean, see what I can get.
All the way down. No?
Yeah, it's.
It's home control towers. On this last one, it said, calling it Los Angeles project.
Yeah.
Coming in beach.
That one's been resolved.
Okay.
That was a beach issue. We get some of these through like DEP issues, like you'll notice there's a Beechwoods one right above it actually. That's a well-known situation, I think that people are aware of on Beechwoods. Same situation, kind of just thinking beach sand can come from everywhere and you can put it on there, but you just can't. That was the same thing that happened with the Hogan Pond situation. And I worked with that owner, one of the owners, to see that resolved, and he's taken the necessary steps to fix all that. So, yeah, there's a wide range of things that land on the list of violations through this job, between shoreline zoning and building and junkyards, so. This is a very live running list, and I'm not always able to update it proficiently, but I try my best. So you're seeing the rough draft of it anyway. The next list there is the building permit list. That is up to date. That's pretty accurate. It's actually going to be, I guess, our new assessing software is going to be able to integrate a lot of this stuff, and it'll actually update live time with the assessing software, which is great news. But I've been doing this. think since I've been here in Oxford, and it's been a huge asset to the assessor, just so that they know. And I think in other towns too, they're also able to benefit from this kind of process. So it's been a few weeks or so. I hadn't given an updated list, but this is the most up to date. So we're up to, what does it say now? 91 building permits.
That's good growth.
Yep.
Well, it could be from anything from a shed to
Mm-hmm.
building a whole house, right?
Still
Yeah.
have value of it.
Yep, yep. Usually you look down the column where it says new home. If it doesn't say replacing, you can bet that it's a straight up new house. And right next to it's mod, for modular, stick for stick building, and manu is also manufactured. So man and mod are same thing basically. But one's a modular, one's a mobile home. But yeah, and then all the way on the right you'll see commercial. That's how you know that's all the commercial stuff. But yeah, I keep these up to date pretty accurately because that's how I can track, and if I gotta go back and look at a building permit inspection, I use this to find out where it is. Makes it a lot easier. But that's all I have.
Question,
Yep.
what's going in up there in front of Walmart?
That's a pot shop,
I've heard that.
as they're so called.
I've been asked
Yeah,
I've heard.
that. Is it next door?
it's right between Scott's storage
Yeah.
and it's a grass corner lot.
Walmart.
Yeah, right between that parking lot and there. Yeah. Yeah, they're actually gonna have access from Walmart, and Walmart's gonna be doing an expansion a little bit, and so it's gonna change how the parking lot's laid out a little bit. But you probably noticed the island that comes north from the southbound traffic, they had to extend it
Yeah.
because they're only allowing traffic in and traffic out going south. Nobody can turn into that place coming from the south.
I wondered why they did that.
Yeah.
They'll be able
They-
to turn off 26th though if they're coming south. They won't have to turn.
If they're
on
heading
Walmart.
south, they'll be able to turn right, but then they'll only be able to exit right. I don't even think that island allows for a U-turn, so.
No.
It doesn't look like
If they
that.
wanna go north, they're gonna have to turn into Walmart and do a U-turn. So, yeah, yeah.
And that's, you believe a retail
I believe it's retail, yeah, retail cannabis.
or commercial, what do you call it?
Right. It's not medical, it's retail. If I'm not mistaken. There's so many of them juggling, so it's one or the other.
Okay. Good reports. Questions?
Yes, they are.
Any other questions?
Anybody, I mean, this ain't really the time to do it, but you have to bring up that road up there. Any updates on, are they gonna finish that?
You talking about 26?
Yeah, you heard any?
I was gonna ask under selectmen.
I heard traffic was backed up today, but I don't know if that means they're out there working or not.
Well, I was up through there a couple times, I didn't see them working, but maybe they were.
I've been through there plenty of times and I know people working with the flaggers, so.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sections
Yeah, but
not
it-
finished.
Isn't it state law that they can't pave after the
22nd, I believe, is the state
22nd.
cutoff date, but obviously we heard that won't be, typically they've allowed it, but I didn't see
What
the
if they
favor
give
in
them
the
a
back
waiver?
then.
I can ask for an
down
update.
there,
Unless they gave them a waiver to do it, huh?
I can ask for an update from the state if you'd like.
I mean, down there with the, outside lane there, where they have had it paved in the past, I mean, there's this much drop off on it, that's
Yeah.
gonna be all out on the outside after they start plowing,
Yeah,
won't
there's a lot of areas that the abutments are just not together.
it? And the business, I mean, actually coming in Paul Road is still a pretty good hub.
That's a really good
The
route.
drops where they make turns into businesses and stuff.
I mean, that's gonna really the plow trucks are really gonna, they could get damaged. Some of them are pretty
They're certainly
deep.
don't damage the road.
Yeah, that
Wow.
Well, I noticed it plow and snow like that.
Anything else for Kingston?
I don't think so. No, I appreciate
Town
it.
manager's report.
All right, just again, public reminder, November 7th, here at the town office, 8 to 8 is elections. This is regarding the K-House ballot, transferring of the K-House ownership from the town of Oxford to the Oxford Historical Society. Also a reminder that the town clerk's office will not be open. We won't have the staff to keep the front office part open. Kingston will be here though that day. so he'll be available. We've also, assessing agent started, day before yesterday, yesterday, excuse me. And then deputy clerk started on Tuesday. Those are off to the races. Things are going good there. And then we've got fire chief interviews next week, so we're excited about that as well. So things are progressing along.
Selectmen items. Nothing. Sign warrants. No. Well,
Did you already do public comment?
we did. You have one?
Just a
Because you
quick
weren't
one.
here.
No, but can I just make a quick comment? It's actually a positive
let's-
one.
Oh, yeah, we take part.
I'll put it in the, I'll write it down. Every time you have an
Yeah, hold it for.
I don't know why, but.
Go ahead. You was talking in my ear. Floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to ask that if the town selectmen would consider asking the Economic Development Committee to come before the board and the public to talk about what they're working on for the town, to kind of help see what they're working on as far as, economic development. I know you guys have a lot of other towns come before you, so I'd like to hear, what it is that help, offset maybe the mill rates, and I know that people have concerns about.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Maybe we can reach out to the Economic Development Committee and see if they can come to one of our next meetings at some point.
Thank you.
See if we can be there.
All right, now sign words.
And Trish, while you bother doing that, I gave a plug, by the way, for the K House again, just so you know, about people voting for the.
Is this- I have two folders.
Happening.
Items,
Fingers crossed.
just to make sure there's no
Good things are
something to say
happening.
now.
I think so. I think it's.
Stay on folders.
It's a idea, isn't it?
Thorough.
Yeah.
You can blame it on somebody else too. I probably believe that.
It's all her fault.
This is gonna be my last meeting.
It is.
So this is my yearly donation to the hospital.
Can you secure that and make sure that goes on next?
Next
Warrant
warrant?
agenda?
Yeah, no more. Yes, next meeting agenda.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Make sure it's on the agenda for next meeting to accept it.
Oh,
The cow account?
I won't be here, but you can do it.
But it has to go that way.
This is my
Right?
last meeting. For the winter. I will be back.
It is getting cold.
This is to
Yeah.
keep Oxford warm, right?
Yeah.
This is right now.
Oh, right down the bottom.
Yep.
Do you summer in Florida or
No, we go south to New Jersey.
New Jersey?
Nice. Well, it is a little warmer, but.
Yeah, a little. We used to go to Florida. but-
Motion on the warrants?
Make motion to sign 37, 38, 39, 40.
They're gonna,
Motion in a second. All those in favor? It's a vote. Everybody gonna be here next meeting?
Should be. Why?
I'm just checking.
I don't know, I might be sick.
You might be.
Another quickie. How come this was at 5 o'clock? Did I miss something?
So they had posted it for 5 o'clock because we wanted to do an executive session with the attorney.
Oh,
So we went right into executive session. We weren't really sure how long that was gonna be.
okay.
You truly didn't miss a whole lot. There wasn't a whole lot tonight on here.
Okay, that's all right.
You're relieved.
I'm just,
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion in a second. All those in favor?
This
Vote.
is the first time I actually stayed for a whole meeting.
Jesus.
Just saying.
You didn't really. You kinda missed it.
I'm sure
fresh.
And you were on
I was
Boston.
here,
Take care.
I was here early.
Have a great winter.
Yes.
Have a safe trip.
When do you guys leave?
Sunday.
Sunday? Yeah. Say hi to hubby.
I will.
Pick it up, load it up.